Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Covington High School Gym for tonight's varsity contest between the Covington Lady Trojans and the visiting Braves from Terre, Haute South High School. The JV game went really well for the Trojans. Ended up with a 35-20 win. A lot of energy from the JV team. It was a really fun game to watch. So let's hope that carries into the varsity game. So what we're going to do is get you into the national anthem, and then we'll come back to Brendan Woolwine with the starting lineups. All right, Woolwine's getting ready to do the national anthem here at Covington High School. Once again, welcome to the game. We're going to throw it to our blank screen here for a second, and we'll be right back. Thanks for joining us. Hang tight for about a minute. All right, you folks at home heard the Covington High School Choir with their version of the national anthem, recently recorded for the Veterans Day program, which was an online Veterans Day program, as opposed to our typical in-person celebration, or recognition, I should say. But here at Covington High School tonight, we've got the visiting Braves from Terre Haute South. They are going to be in black, trimmed in red. The home team, the Covington Lady Trojans, in white with gold lettering, gold numbering. So I'm going to do my best to call those numbers out and tell you what's going on as we go. Here come the starting lineups. So Zeta Hatfield, first starter, number 4, a 5'8" guard, senior. Peyton Shipley, a 5'5" guard, is senior, number 12. Kirsten Paget, 5'8" forward, senior, number 15. 23, Carmen Ellis, a guard. And Paige Baldwin, number 25, a 5'6" guard. She's a junior. So experience-laden Braves team. They're starting 2 juniors and 3 seniors. And now the Covington starters, which would be a little different lineup than usual. So Briley Payton, guard, number 12, a junior, 5'7". Cheyenne Haymaker, a junior, 5'7", guard. Lily Hackett, number 21, a freshman, gets the nod at 5'7". Holly Linville, number 33, one of the rocks of this Trojan team. And the last starter is going to be the one in the middle, number 40, Micah Stonecipher, getting the nod tonight. Sophomore, she's 5'10", adding some height to the Trojan lineup. So Trojan lineup tonight not starving for height. We've actually got a little bit of size on us. The problem with that, or I don't know if you'd call it a problem, is that Cheyenne Haymaker lately has been running point guard for the Trojan team. So some of your height is dedicated to running the point, able to get the ball up and down the court, hopefully, and we'll see how it goes. So a different lineup for CHS247 tonight. We've got Jessie Lawson running producer tonight, so she'll be taking over my usual responsibilities as Mr. Sowers, if you hadn't caught on. Isaiah is in quarantine, so he will not be joining us tonight, as well as the rest of the boys basketball team in quarantine. So we're going to do our best. Covington wins the tip, and it goes back to Haymaker. So Haymaker's going to bring the ball down the court. Top of the circle, looking left, goes left. Payton over on the left wing, puts it back to Haymaker. Holly Linville sets the screen, doesn't use it, but goes to the right side, over on the right wing. And back out top. Covington moving the ball a little better than they did last game at home, so that's good to see. Three-point attempt by Briley Payton off the back of the rim, and the Braves will clear. Move the ball up the court with some pace. 15 with a big three. So 15, Kirsten Paget, a senior, 5'8" forward, puts the first points on the board for the visiting Braves. So I'll be running the point system on here as well tonight, so bear with us. We're all in new roles tonight. Covington plays it down to the post, tipped over, and Peyton will come away with it. She's going to turn around and shoot a three off the iron, put back up by the Trojans. Trojans fighting for the ball tonight. Really nice to see. A little hustle point awarded to the Trojan defense right there, trying to get the ball back, and they will win the ball back. So it looks like Linville's over there going to inbound. Puts it in short to Haymaker. Haymaker, one of the players on the fledgling girls soccer team in their first, I don't know if you'd call it first season, Jesse, but in their first couple exhibition games this year. Tipped out, and that's going to go to the Braves. They're going to call it off of Holly Linville. So like I said, Jessie Lawson's producing our program tonight, so any complaints can go straight to her mailbox here at Covington High School. 4 on the take, puts it up short, played back up to the rim, and pulled down by the Trojans, but a jump ball, and that'll go back to the Braves. So, a little scrappy play by the Braves earns them the ball back, but they'll lose possession on that for the next time. The ball thrown out top to number 4, tipped out, and that's off the Trojans as well. So that was Zeta Hatfield trying to get it down to the post, a 5'8" guard. She's a senior. I said quite a few seniors in this starting lineup, but other than that, other than the starters, this is a very young Brave lineup. Got a lot of freshmen and sophomores that dress up for them. All right, played out to number 15 on the wing. And that is Paget, missed, but brought back down by the Braves. And they'll leave it up short on that one, cleared by Haymaker, and she's going to run it up the court. A little pace, drops it off, and we'll go back up to the top of the key and reset. Pick attempt by the Braves. Really nice defense by Hatfield right there. And that's tipped out of bounds. It looked like that was off of Paget, and it'll remain Trojan ball. So, in case you didn't catch it or you tuned in late, Micah Stonecipher, who they just tried to play it to down the post, and Lily Hackett getting the nod tonight. A couple younger players, so nice to see the future of the Covington program coming up. Played over the right wing for the Trojans, looking for a pass, nothing going. Linville flashes to the middle of the lane, gets the ball, and is fouled. That's going to be, look like 25, Paige Baldwin on the foul. It'll be her first, team first, and Covington will take it out of bounds. Haymaker to trigger the out of bounds. Gets it up to the free throw line in Linville. Linville dumps it down and just off the rim by Stonecipher. Braves trying to push with pace. Nice razzle-dazzle move there. The little guard takes it past everybody. Hatfield puts it in and will draw the foul. So they counted the basket, and it'll put them up 5-0. The foul was on 21, Lily Hackett. Be her first, team first. And the free throw is good. So Covington with the ball, trying to get it across the timeline. Linville's playing the middle of the little diamond here. Get it over to Haymaker. Try to throw a trap at her, but she gets it out of there. Throw it to the left wing, down to the corner. Three-point attempt is good. So let's put that on the board. 8-3. Still a Braves lead, but Covington's putting up a little bit of a fight now. Another three from the Terre Haute South Braves. 3-9 now. Got about 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Nice little shooting exhibition going on. Ollie Linville's going to pop one. Just over. Haymaker clears and gets it out top. Covington's going to reset. Look to the post, pull it back out, and go to the corner. And Briley Payton on the drive, and she's going to draw the foul. So that's the second team foul on Terre Haute South. And she's going to go to the line for two on this one. So it looked like that foul was called on Kirsten Paget. First free throw attempt is good. So 9-4. Still a Terre Haute South lead. Covington trying to mount a little bit of a comeback here, keep it close in the first quarter. And the second one's good. So 9-5 as the Braves bring it back down the court. Left-hand dribble, switches over to the right hand, puts it over to the left side. Off the hands of Carmen Ellis, a 5'6" junior guard, and that'll be Covington ball. Haymaker running point again. Once again, a pretty big point guard for this Trojan team. Well, we had a cutter, saw the cutter, and then that cutter got covered up. So the turnover is going to be against the Lady Trojans. Ball goes back to the Braves. On steps. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the first quarter here, about halfway through. Braves going to work the ball around the perimeter a little bit. A drive and dish back out to 15. 15 takes an off-balance shot, and they're called for the charge. So player control foul. And that one's on 15. That'll be her second early foul. So 2 fouls already halfway through the first quarter for 15. So Padge is going to take a seat. They're going to replace her with Indy Nichols, a 5'5" guard. She's a freshman, number 40. Haymaker brings the ball down the court. Throws it over to the left wing. Looking to cross-court pass. Read really well by the Braves. Knocked out, but it'll be remain Covington ball. So a little bit of a telegraph pass there. And Terre Haute South read that really well, just couldn't get to it in time as the ball rolled out of bounds harmlessly. All right, Covington running a two-man game up top right now. Try to get it to the middle to Holly Linville, knocked away. I'll tell you, that Hatfield girl's pretty quick, number 4. She puts up a 3, it rims out. Got a foul on the rebound. That'd be on 25. Paige Baldwin. Be her second foul. So fouls starting to add up a little bit here for Terre Haute South. So 34, Nairi Evans, a 5'3" guard, a senior, checks in for the Braves as Haymaker brings the ball back down the court. Picks up her dribble, gets it over to the right side, try to feed it back to her, closer to the post, and we got a foul called. Looks like Evans is going to get in the book really quick. Yeah, that'll be on 34, Evans. Just checked into the game and to get the name in the foul column already. Long shot by Peyton and rims out. Braves look to push. All right, ball goes back out to Shipley. Takes it to the middle of the lane, puts up a little jump hook, and no such luck, and cleared by the Trojans. Wide open, Linville down low, and she's going to get the points. So Holly Linville gets 2 points. And it looks like we're going to see our first timeout of the game. We're just going to leave it on the benches here, so we'll get a good shot of both the coaches yelling at their teams, giving words of encouragement perhaps. At 2:44 left in the first quarter, we get our first timeout, and I didn't catch whether that was a full or a 30-second timeout. So we'll just stay here for the timeouts tonight. So the board is set at 7 for Covington, 9 for the Braves of Terre Haute South. 1 foul up on the board for the Trojans and 5 fouls for the Braves. So that's not really indicative of how much more aggressive the Lady Trojans are playing tonight compared to last week. Getting a nod from Jessie. Maybe we'll get her to jump on the mic here in a little bit if she wants. You want to? All right. Well, we'll get her on the broadcast. So she's running multiple duties now, producer and commentator. Let me turn your mic up here, Jessie. If you want to bug out at any point, let me know, and we'll go back down. If you hear any good fish puns, let me know.
Let you know.
So you should be able to hear yourself through your headphones. It's a little awkward to start out, but
I'm gonna go with this.
all right. So Haymaker bringing the ball down the court. Looks left again and goes right. Tried to get that backdoor cut, but sealed off pretty well by the Braves. Kicks it back out to the left side. And that was Lily Hackett handling the ball up top for the Trojans. Nice little cut for Covington as they tie the ball game up at 9.
It's going pretty well.
Yeah, significantly better than the other night. And it's amazing what a little aggressiveness and some hustle can do for you.
Really, closest game we've had this season.
Yeah, this is a really good sign for the Lady Trojans, and it's always been said, Jessie, that you want to be playing your best basketball by the time sectional rolls around. So
I sure hope so.
Hopefully Covington's building to that. A 3-point rims in and out, but a hard-fought rebound by Holly Linville gets knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay on Covington's side. So Scotty has 5 fouls up on the board for Terre Haute South. I only have 4 in my book, but you know what? Scotty's usually right, so we're going to go with that. I just don't know who the 5th foul was on.
I think it was when...
Oh, was it Evans?
Yeah,
okay. So another long 3. Trojans not afraid to shoot the ball tonight, which is yielding some pretty good results. But we'll see a foul on Covington. So that foul's on 22. I believe that was on 22, so that's on Kinsey. At some point, Kinsey checked into the game without telling us. And the Braves go back to work. We got another 3-point basket by 12. Shipley that just grazes off the front of the iron and rolls out of bounds. So Trojans playing a lot better defense tonight.
Much better attitude.
Yes, and getting the ball up and down the court. And one thing I've noticed that the Braves aren't doing that the Patriots were able to do last week was run a full court press and trap. They trapped all the time, and they ran that full court press trying to pressure the brand new point guard and Haymaker.
I know you weren't here for the North Putnam game, but they also did a full court trap like the entire game.
Okay. So maybe that's something that Covington just struggles with.
That's definitely something we need to work on.
All right, off the iron, and Covington clears. So Covington fighting for the rebound a lot better tonight as well. Haymaker's going to push. Gets down to the volleyball line and pulls it back out. Runs around the outside of the perimeter. Another hard-fought offensive rebound and put back up by Covington, but unfortunately going to get a foul call on him. Look like Hackett fighting for that rebound. And the foul's going to go on 33, Holly Linville. So the third team foul, first foul for Holly Linville, which is a good sign for how aggressive that we've been on the boards tonight. So especially the offensive end, Covington really fighting for that offensive rebound. I'll tell you, these South guards are really fun to watch as well. They're super fast. All right, so it's out to 12 on the perimeter, and that's Shipley. Gives it up to Hatfield. Hatfield drives the lane and stripped by Haymaker. Looking for some help. Try to get up a last-second shot and falls just short. 9-9 at the end of the first quarter, so I'd call that a good first quarter for the Lady Trojans.
This is going surprisingly better than expected.
Yes, so like we said, you want to build towards the end of the season. So maybe, let's be honest, they took some beatings early in the first two games that we saw here. And playing significantly better tonight. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us here at CHS247. As it stands, it is 9-9 after one quarter. Covington's got 3 fouls called on him, and those attributed to just now Holly Linville, and then Lily Hackett and Kenzie Richardson have fouls as well. For Terre Haute South, they've got 5 fouls up on the board, and 2 of those are Kirsten Paget. 2 of those belong to Paige Baldwin. Both of them came out of the ball game pretty quick. And then Nairi Evans with a foul as soon as she checked into the ball game. So we've got us a tie ball game here at Covington. Like I said earlier, the JV game went really well for the Lady Trojans. Played with a lot of hustle, kind of a chip on their shoulder maybe.
A little bit, yeah.
Ended up winning by 15, so 35-20 was the final score of that. Great to see.
Definitely something we needed.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big spirit lifter right there. And after a really close loss last week at home, that 2-point loss, kind of needed something like that to get them back into high gear. And going into the holiday season, you never know how your team's going to handle things. And the schedule and just this being the COVID season or part COVID season, it's kind of hard to judge how things are going to go. So it's nice to play some good basketball early. Haymaker brings it across the timeline. Decides to go right this time. Looks for a little cut, but nothing doing. Gets it back out top and back to Haymaker, who puts it down to the post. All right, so Lily Hackett got the ball down on the post and immediately covered up by Terre Haute. So that foul's on 15, Kirsten Paget. And that is not good news for Kirsten Paget. That's her 3rd foul. Right at the beginning, 20 seconds into the second quarter. So not a good sign for Kirsten Paget, especially if this Braves team relies on her. Ball goes into the inside, kicked back out to the perimeter, back into the inside. Covington feeding the post a lot better tonight as well. So not afraid to go down to Holly Linville down there in the post tonight.
Seems like it's going to be a high foul game, but that's not always bad.
Right.
Little entertainment.
So that'll be on 34. That's Evans. As Stonecipher checks into the game. And we'll already be in the bonus. So that is the 7th team foul on Terre Haute South. Those attributed to just 3 players. So 7 fouls on just 3 players. Not a great sign if you are a Brave loyalist, at least early. Now maybe they'll get some rest and come back strong in the second half. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But 30 seconds into the second quarter, it stands 9-9 still, as we get a 3-point attempt by the Braves, and that's going to fall. So the Braves go up 12-9. Covington brings it back down, trying to feed the post again. Pass didn't have as much pace as they were hoping for, and Shipley rips it and heads in for the layup. So just like that, a 5-point swing, 14-9, Terre Haute South. Funny how quick that can happen, isn't it, Jesse?
It is always surprising.
So an off-balance jumper heading towards the basket right there doesn't fall, and Terre Haute will clear and run it down. Working around the perimeter, took a step before putting the ball to the ground and called for a travel. So a little bit of luck there for Covington. They'll get the ball back and a chance to edge a little closer to that 5-point deficit right here. 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Haymaker looking down to the post. Nobody open. South really packing the lane right now. They've figured out the Covington game plan. Ball was put up by Stonecipher and blocked. A 3-point attempt by Haymaker. It falls away and cleared by the Braves. They're going to take it up the right side of the court. Pull up the volleyball line and get picked. They got a nice save by Covington. And they'll get a free possession. That's Briley Payton, it looked like, over there on the side. Putting the effort in. And we'll get a hand check. So we've got a foul outside the perimeter. That's going to be on 25. If that's on 25, that's on Baldwin. That's her third. Team 8th. 8 fouls between 3 players still for South. And Haymaker at the line. In that headband, that's how you can tell her apart from the rest of the Trojan lineup.
Always a signature.
The signature headband, yeah. Cheyenne Haymaker. Like I mentioned, a Covington soccer player. And sinks both of them. So, 2 points closer for the Trojans, 14-11. Still Braves lead, but they'll bring it down the court. Covington looking for a stop here, maybe get it a little closer as we inch under 6 minutes here in the second quarter. But just as I say that, Hatfield with the layup, and they go back up 5, 16-11. All right. Covington beats the post down to Stonecipher. Stonecipher turns, puts up a shot. It comes off the iron, but Covington fighting for the rebound. And it looks like a jump ball. Jump ball is going to go to the Braves. You know, it is nice seeing Covington getting so many shots tonight as opposed to the other night. Able to move the ball a lot better tonight. So a couple positive indicators for the Lady Trojan season right now. All right. Shipley puts up another 3 off the rim, but rebounded by the Braves. You get back out to the top of the perimeter. Shipley's going to throw one up again. Off the front of the iron, then off the back of the iron. Cleared by Stonecipher over to Haymaker on the left wing, and she's going to bring it down the left side of the court. Gets it tipped away, and we've got to break the other way. But 3 Trojans back in time. Evans going to put up a shot and hits a jumper as the Braves socially distanced bench goes nuts. Got a 30-second timeout. Coach Brown wants to talk this one over before it gets too far out of hand. So a 7-point lead right now for the Braves. 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it here. 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter. 18-11. So Covington only able to put up 2 points so far in the second quarter after that really good start. But they've still got an entire 4.5 minutes left to do something before halftime.
Yeah, I think that if they keep up what they're doing and their attitude right now after halftime, then we might be all right and come back. But if they kind of give up in the locker room, it might not go so well. Yeah,
and a really positive sign right now is Covington's in double digits.
That's true.
So against Seeger, that didn't happen until the very end of the third quarter.
Yeah, third quarter is when.
Yeah, we were stuck at 8 for a very long time. Nice to see double digits now. Hopefully able to add a couple more onto that at least before halftime. Covington trying to finish strong here with 4.5 to go. Once again, thanks for joining us here at CHS247 as Covington inbounds the ball. And we've got a new point guard. Briley Payton's going to take over responsibilities at the top of the key. Same game plan, looks down low. Linville over on the wing, tries to feed it down to Stonecipher, gets picked. And the super speedy Hatfield pushed it down to the free throw line and then decided to back it back out. Well, the Braves working around the perimeter. Hatfield takes it to the hole. Looks like there was some contact, no call. And Hatfield with the ball again. Feels like the ball's in her hands 75% of the time on the Braves offense. And if you trust her that much, why not? She's going to see the ball again over on the left side. She gets it away to 31, but a big block by Stonecipher. Braves get it back, put up another shot, but cleared by Stonecipher. Stonecipher playing possessed right now.
She's doing really good. She's definitely one of our better rebounders and with the jump balls.
Yeah, well, the height for the Trojans is really coming into play right now. We mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast that Covington had some height that they were going to start tonight.
It looks like we're keeping it up.
Yeah. So
it's definitely an advantage we hadn't had in past years.
So they try to move the ball around. They try to get it to Stonecipher. They get it out to Kinsey Richardson, and the ball was held. And we're going to get a jump ball, but it's going to stay with Covington this time as Peyton triggers. I thought we had a pass to Holly Linville right there and just knocked out of her hands. Haymaker's going to check back in, so 15 checks back in for Briley Payton. Number 12 checks out. And she's looking to trigger this out-of-bounds play right under the Covington basket. So Stonecipher flashes down low. Not going to get it to her, and she's got to get rid of the ball before the 5 seconds, and she gets called for 5. Saw that one coming. Nobody could get open in time, and not a lot you can do but eat the ball at that point instead of throwing it away and causing a fast break. So Braves are going to inbound and walk the ball up the court. They cross the timeline. Number 12, Shipley's got the ball now. Gets it over to Hatfield. Hatfield gets it over to the right side. They swing the ball down to the corner. No-look pass back out to Hatfield. Hatfield left-hand dribble over to the left side. Gets it over to 23, Carmen Ellis, who buries the 3. And just like that, a double-digit lead for Terre Haute South. So Haymaker's going to bring it down. Down 10 right now. Covington needs a score.
Yeah,
they need a score, and they need a couple of good defensive stands at this point. Down to the post. A lot of contact, no call. Kick back out to Haymaker. Haymaker's going to look at a 3. Off the left side of the rim. And down to the Braves. Braves looking to push. Little hook pass there. Just off the hands, and it'll be Covington ball. So a different look here in the gym as well tonight. We've got the pep band back, which is nice to see. Yeah, it's a great pick-me-up, I would say. We got a push here. We haven't had a foul called in a while either.
Kind of wondering with the boys team being gone if we're going to have more of their attention for right now.
Yeah, and by our broadcast numbers, it looks like people are just wanting to see basketball, so thanks for tuning in. And that's going to be the 3rd foul. They call that foul on Nairi Evans, the 5'3" guard, the senior, who went in as a substitution. Already got 3 fouls, so still only 3 players with fouls for Terre Haute South, and all 3 of them have 3 fouls now.
Really glad to be seeing Lady Trojans making their free throws tonight. We have been working on that practice for a long time.
Yeah, and if
because
you guys
they really needed to improve.
If you guys didn't know, Jessie is a manager for the Lady Trojans, and she was willing to give her time up tonight and not film for the Lady Trojans and instead film for CHS247. So we appreciate that.
It is much more entertaining, and it's amazing what $5 can do to get your brother to film for you.
So as I update the score, it is 21-13. Both free throws were hit down there at the other end of the court. As Terre Haute's looking to try to push it back to a 10-point lead here or more, and Covington needs a stop. So 3-point attempt rattles off and cleared by Holly Linville. Temporarily kicked over to Richardson, who gets it back to Haymaker, who's going to cross the timeline. look to take it towards the basket and little drop pass. Richardson puts up a little jump shot. Just mistimed on the rebound attempt, and the Braves will clear. So that's over to Hatfield. Hatfield takes another three off the rim, but tipped out by Covington. So the fight for the rebound tipped out by Covington. We got 1:23 left here before the half. Covington trying to mount a little bit of a comeback. That's going to help. Stepped on the line out of bounds. So every little bit helps, Jesse.
Definitely.
And Covington regained possession. So that's one way to get a defensive stop, is to kind of depend on the other team to do it for you. But we need some stops and we need some points. So let's hope Haymaker can trigger something right here up at the point. Gets it down to the post and just not falling right now for Covington. So Covington looking to check back in number 12, Briley Payton. Briley is a junior, listed at 5'7". That's a very generous 5'7", I would think.
Heights aren't always right, but close enough.
Yeah, close enough. So Covington does get it underneath the basket, and that little jump shot's not going to fall. Haymaker puts one up, and no luck. Second attempt, no luck, but she's going to go to the line for two. So Hustle does earn a free throw attempt, or two. And that'll be the 10th foul on the Braves. That's on Carmen Ellis, number 23. As Haymaker sinks the first free throw. So the score 21-14. The fouls 10-3. Second free throw missed. And Terre Haute's going to get it over the timeline with a minute left in the quarter and the half. 3-point attempt, no good. Little wild possession right now. Settled down by Hatfield. Goes in for the layup. And rock the baby action and puts it in with the right hand. 23-14. 9-point lead for Terre Haute South. So the varsity gets picked again. Looking for some of that junior varsity action from earlier. So Jesse, being a manager, are you going to be staying with us for halftime, or are you going to head into the locker room and get the inside
usually
scoop?
I would head out with the water bottles, but thanks to Rona, I actually can't.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I will be staying here with lack of nothing to do.
Yeah, so what is the water bottle situation? That is interesting, as we got 4.5 seconds left until half.
Well, basically, we did get new water bottles, which is always helpful, but they do not stay in the trainer's room like in previous years. They actually take them home every night. And
we're going to count that one right at the buzzer, so 25-14.
But usually they would stay in the room, and I would wash them every night and get them ready for everything. But now, because of Corona, I actually can't do that. So they're responsible for all their bottles, meaning I don't have a job.
Well, you do. You're with CHS247 now.
This is my new occupation.
I like it. So Covington kind of stifled there in the second quarter. Had a lot of shots. They just weren't falling. Ended up with 9 after the first quarter. It was tied 9-9. And here at halftime it stands Terre Haute South 25, Covington 14. So an 11-point lead, not insurmountable. Covington needs to go back to what they did right in the first quarter.
Yeah, definitely. They have been shooting more threes, which is always good to see. We just need to make them.
Yeah, a lot of missed shots, and we've had opportunities, which is great to see. Yeah. So if those shots start falling, this is going to be a lot closer game than it looks. All right, so we're going to go to our halftime screen. And we will be back in 9 minutes and 23 seconds. Hang in there, everybody. All right, we're back for the second half here at Covington High School Gymnasium between Varsity Girls Contest between Terre Haute South and the Covington Lady Trojans. So we've been hashtag blessed at halftime by the Covington, what do we call them, basketball band or pep band?
I think it's pep band.
Yeah, the website that's getting relaunched, the CHS247 website. Look for that next week. Going to relaunch it with this year's class. It's looking really good so far. And I think we call them pep band.
Yeah, I think it is called pep band for the winter and then marching band for...
Yeah, I know when Mr. Calcamugio was here, I know that it was the basketball band, but I believe we're back to pep band now. So
I hope so. I prefer pep band.
yeah, pep band, it sounds peppier.
It does.
Yeah,
more enthusiastic.
We were blessed by Sweet Caroline and 8675309.
I love songs with numbers.
Ah, it's great. Thank you, Tommy Two-Tone. So we start off the second half action. Terre Haute South has the ball. We're going to run a little perimeter passing game here. Covington trying to get hands in the air, but just working it around the perimeter. They get a shot. Nice big rebound. So let's put that up on the board, and then let's talk about it. So they put up a shot from the left wing. Paget crashed the boards, got the rebound, and was able to put it over every Trojan. Up 13 now. Stonecipher gets a pretty good look. Not going to fall, and South's going to end up with the ball. So Terre Haute brings the ball up the court. They look to the right wing, down the corner, back to the top of the key, up to Shipley. Looks like Shipley's kind of running the show right now. Down to Paget. Paget misses, but South retains possession. They get it up and rebound to Linville, who's going to get fouled. So Holly Linville clears the rebound, gets fouled. And that's going to be the first foul in the second half for Terre Haute South. The foul is going to be on 15, which is not a great sign because that's her fourth foul. Less than a minute into the second half. So a lot of those were just rebound fouls too, on missed shots. Pretty unfortunate there for Kirsten Paget, 5'8" senior forward. He's got to sit down now with 4 fouls. Haymaker running the point for the Trojans, gets it over the left side to Briley Payton. Payton decides to tuck the ball and head to the lane, gets picked. Gets on the floor to try to get it back, but South clears and they're going to run. So Hatfield gets the ball up. And Stonecipher fighting for the ball right there. Sign of life from number 40. Earns a jump ball and a Trojan possession. So Covington down 13. They need, just like we said at the end of the first half, they need some defensive stops and they need some points. Not necessarily in that order.
Preferably points first.
Yeah, I'd like some points right here. So they need to get back in this game. They need to claw their way back into this game. And get back to that spirit they had in the first quarter and into the second quarter. So they get a nice shot over on the block, but hand in the face of Stonecipher, not able to get one to fall. Braves get another 3. Karam's off. Another jump shot opportunity for the Braves, and another jump ball.
Quite a few of those.
Yeah, so we saw, what, 2 jump balls in the entire first half? We've seen 2 jump balls in the first 2 minutes here in the second half. So let's hope it doesn't get sloppy like that. Over to Hatfield. Hatfield takes a nice little jumper, about an 18-foot jumper, and off the back of the iron, but South able to reset. Playing a 2-man game up at the top of the key, down to the right wing, into the corner, and back up to Shipley. Shipley takes it down low. Tries to throw it off a Haymaker, and I think she might have, but not in the position to be able to call that correctly, or...
What's not?
I don't know. We just saw Cora Reynolds check in too, so that's why I drifted off. I was looking for a different number because Cora has a different number on the JV.
She does.
And Cora put in massive effort in that JV game today, so we'll see how much she's got left in the tank. Haymaker strips the Braves, and she's going to run it down to Covington end by herself. Tries to throw it down to Reynolds, but tipped out of bounds. Covington ball. So Cora Reynolds, 34, just checked in. She's a junior, 5'5", listed in the program. Haymaker's going to trigger the inbound. Looks to the top of the key, the little safety pass. Gets that out to Lily Hackett, the freshman who got the nod tonight.
She's definitely been putting in a lot of time tonight.
Yeah, he got the start. Lily Hackett got the start.
Yeah, doing really well. We also have Erica Estes on the bench tonight taking Carson's jersey because she's absent.
Okay, so maybe we'll see Erica Estes at some point tonight. We're going to see another three from the Braves right here. Back iron again. Looked like maybe a potential over the back call right there as Haymaker tried to fight for the rebound, but laid in by the Braves. So it's a 29-14 lead. Kind of getting away from the Lady Trojans right now. We need to get some scores. We need to get some of these shots to fall. Now, opposed to the Seeger game, we're getting a lot of shots. They're just not falling. Has a hard take to the basket by Holly Linville, and she's going to get fouled. Takes her spot at the line. We're going to see two from Holly. So the second foul in the second half by the Terre Haute South Braves. That one was on number 12, Shipley, her first, as the first free throw falls. 29-15. Linville puts the second one up, grazes front iron, but rebounded by Covington. Fight for the rebound underneath again. Put up by Covington again off the right iron. We get a nice little jumper. So Covington really putting in the work on the offensive board, just not getting the follows to fall. Another jump ball. So it'll stay with Covington. To avoid the 5 count, gets it into Stonecipher. Stonecipher puts it off the back of the iron and cleared by Terre Haute. They're going to push. So Hatfield brings the ball down in a hurry, gets it over to Shipley. Shipley over to the left wing. Back down to the post. Air ball. But saved off of Covington. So no way Reynolds could get out of the way of that one and played off of her thigh out of bounds.
Actually quite impressive.
Yeah,
like
great
that.
hustle play by the Braves. That was awesome. So any high effort play like that you like to see no matter what team's doing it. Passed over to Shipley. Shipley's going to hit another three. So 32-15. Braves have more than doubled up the Covington Lady Trojans. A lot of dribbling going on now. As to earlier, the Trojans were passing the ball quite a bit. And now we've settled for trying to take it off the dribble. That's going to be on the third foul on Terre Haute. And that's going to be the second foul on Ellis. So Carmen Ellis, a guard, 5'6" guard, a junior, gets her second foul. And the fouls are really starting to add up for this Brave team. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
I'm not really sure if the high fouls is a normal thing or not. We actually didn't play the Braves last season, except for the freshman or C team. We did have them play them once. And I'm getting mixed feedback. I don't know if we played really well, if we played terribly. I've had both.
Yeah, my memory's not good enough to help you with that either, Jesse. So we're going to see a shooting foul. So the first foul for the Lady Trojans in the second half goes against number 40, Micah Stonecipher, her first in the game. But we're going to see two shots from the Braves. And I can't see a number due to the long hair, but just by the build, I'm guessing that's Zeta Hatfield at the line. The point guard for Terre Haute misses the first. And makes the second. So 33-15. Covington keen to walk the ball up the court. Move to the left side of the perimeter. Dribble to the middle and picked. Waits for help on the little semi-fast break and put in by Ellis. So really nice heads-up play by Hatfield to wait on that follower. And Ellis able to put it in. Move that lead to 20 points now, 35-15. So after the outpouring of points in the first quarter, Covington kind of gone stale on the scoring end here, Jesse.
Yeah, I was kind of scared that was going to happen, and it looked like it kind of happened in the locker room. Had a little bit of a downfall, but hopefully they'll get some hope, come back.
Yeah, we have plenty of time left. We've still got
time.
about 11 minutes total on the clock. We got 3 minutes, 14 seconds left if you can't see the clock that's on the screen. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left in the third quarter here. The score is 35-15. So even if they can't mount a full comeback, Covington trying to keep it respectable here.
Right, and if we could keep the aggression level up, it's actually one of the reasons I prefer girls basketball. They seem to be more aggressive in most of the games.
Yeah, and then no lack of aggression tonight. There's a lot of jump balls, which means that we're actually fighting for the ball. Saw a couple girls on the ground earlier trying to dive for the ball. So we just need some shots to fall at this point.
Right. The only thing I don't hope for is last year we had an ongoing streak of, I think it was about 6 or 7 games where I never went back to the washer without a bloody towel.
Oh my, yeah. Let's try to avoid that.
If we could avoid that. There was quite a few injuries last year. So.
Yeah, let's try to avoid the injuries. That's a nice little floater put in by Briley Payton there. So it moves the score to 35-17. Yeah, anytime you can avoid injuries is a good time.
Didn't seem to stop him though. I do recall one very aggressive game with last year's senior Reese Noble. She was elbowed and went right back in the next quarter once she.
Yeah, tough kid.
Yeah, she was very tough.
Tough kid. Now the last possession, Hatfield just decided to tuck her head and run to the basket, able to get a nice little layup. She's a fun little player to watch. Number 4, Hatfield. Yeah, Covington playing a little aggressive down here in the post now, trying to take it to the lane, get an easier shot. They're going to draw a foul on Terre Haute South. That's going to be Terre Haute South's 4th foul this half. Linville's going to go to the line for 2. That foul was on 23, Carmen Ellis, her 3rd. So as it stands right now, well, Haymaker's going to check back in, but as it stands right now, foul trouble adding up for Terre Haute South. They've got 15, Kirsten Paget with 4. They've got Carmen Ellis with 3, Paige Baldwin with 3, and Evans with 3. And Shipley just with the lone 1 right now, so needs to catch up on those. But both free throws fall. I'm going to catch up. And it's 37-19. Always trust Scotty's scoreboard to cheat off of. Big shout out to Jody and Scotty for everything that they do here at Covington High School with all the athletic programs. And they've been a part of all the athletic programs here for a long, long time. So anytime we can give them some recognition it's a great opportunity to do so. So thank you, Jody and Scotty, for all that you do. Off the fingertips of Evans, and Covington's going to get the ball back. So 37-19, Covington, nice little defensive stand there, and an unforced error by the Braves gives the ball back to the Trojans. Payton's going to run the point now. Moves it to the middle of the court. Little juke move, goes left, gets it to Haymaker. Haymaker gets it outside. We've got a three-pointer. Richardson misses, but rebounded by Covington. Oh, nice little take, but just short again. Covington with the rebound again. Get it outside and throw it back inside. Linville's doing work down there right now. Draws another foul.
Right now it seems like if we're going to come back, it's going to be with free throws.
Yeah, so that one's on 34, her 4th foul. We just mentioned the foul trouble for Terre Haute South. It's adding up. So Holly's going to get 2 shots at the line. Or 2 fouls away from the bonus. So that might carry us to the finish line here. We saw a couple former Covington players at the last girls' game, so a big shout out to Hope Linville, Holly's sister, and Caleb Elmore, brother of Covington boys basketball player Neil Elmore.
We actually have Lauren O'Neill over in the stands over there.
Well, then I'm kind of hurt that Lauren didn't stop by and say hi.
I will make sure she knows.
Well, I'll make sure she knows, Jesse.
Good.
I'll make sure she knows. So Covington with another rebound offensively and draw another foul. So this is going to be the 6th team foul this half on Terre Haute South, their 16th foul for the game. And that one's going to be the first one on Hatfield. So Hatfield, the little point guard, super speedy, Nice little shooter. Draws her first, or gets her first foul. Drawn by the Covington Lady Trojans as Haymaker puts up a 3 off the back of the iron. Trojans can't grab that rebound, but they're fighting for the ball underneath the post and cleared by the Braves. Nice little behind the back dribble by Hatfield. Gets it over the right side at the elbow. 11 takes a shot. Just off by Adamson. And cleared by Covington. Covington's going to bring it down in the middle of the court. Gets to the left side. Over to Peyton. Over to Richardson. Down to Linville. Off the backboard, but rebounded by Covington. And Peyton putting some massive effort down there right now on the offensive rebound in. But unfortunately, that's going to be off of Covington with 54 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Terre Haute South's going to get another chance at it. 37-20. Another three-point opportunity for Terre Haute South. They've had quite a few of those. They've been putting that three ball up quite a bit. Another jump ball.
We've also put up quite a few threes. We just need to execute.
Yeah, we just haven't got as many to fall.
Right.
Yeah. But like I was saying earlier, you want to come together, closer to the end of the season. If we can get those shots to fall closer to the end of the season, I think we'll be in good shape.
At least better than the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if we can keep this aggressiveness up and this attitude we've got now, which is great to see. Richardson with the take, gets it down to Haymaker. Haymaker puts up a short shot off the near rim, cleared by Terre Haute. They run down the right side, and a blocking foul on Holly Linville. We're going to see 2 shots. That's a really hard take by Holly Linville right there. She hit the floor pretty hard and looked like she might have been set, but you know what? They're a lot closer than I am, and my eyes are terrible, as you know, Jesse.
I, too, have glasses.
So you've got the old guys from the Muppet Show up here trying to commentate.
Yes.
And the first free throw falls. So 38-20. 18-point lead for the Braves. See if they can push it another one with 18.4 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter. They get both of them. 39-20. And Baldwin's going to check out of the game. Take a socially distanced seat. And get a nice talk from the coach.
Those are always fun.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Yeah. Over
always
to Haymaker on the wing. Takes it in herself and gets 2. So 39-22. Volleyball line 3 off the back of the board. And we've got 39-22 here, heading into the fourth and final quarter at the Covington Varsity Gym.
Much closer score than we have in our previous games, which is also a good sign.
Yeah, 17-point lead for Terre Haute heading into the fourth quarter. And the good news, potentially, for Covington is Terre Haute's in foul trouble. They've got several girls with 3 or 4 fouls, so if they can keep being aggressive, keep pushing it towards the rim, we might see some disqualified players, and that could go to Covington's advantage. So we'll just have to wait and see. We got 8 minutes left on the clock. As you hear the Covington, what do we decide on, pep band in the background?
I think pep band.
We'll go with pep band tonight. It's the Covington pep band in the background, playing the Hey Song by Gary Glitter. Or what is it called? Hey Song Part 2, Rock and Roll Part 2, Hey Song?
I have no idea.
I think that's what the sheet music says, if I can remember right, from my band days back in the ancient times. Jesse?
You can probably remember more band days than I can, and mine was in 8th grade. So. That was only 4 years ago.
Much more recent. I'm still kind of hurt that they haven't played Smoke on the Water, my favorite pep band song yet, but you know what?
I can actually play that on the electric guitar.
Hey, there we go. Maybe we need Jesse up there with a full stack.
That's the only thing I can play, so.
So I'll have to take that one up.
So.
Take that one up after break with Mr.
Okay.
Hartzog, and not threaten. I don't want to use the word threaten. But strongly recommend "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple as a pep band song. All right, Braves are going to inbound to start off the fourth quarter. Shipley gets it over the left side. Hatfield loses it for a little bit, but gets it back. And they're going to play it out and reset. And wasting no time to get it back down to the post, and a travel down in the post on the Braves, turning it over back to the Lady Trojans. Didn't catch a number on that, something 3. So travel's on 23, Carmen Ellis, who's got 3 fouls. Maybe trying to not play as aggressive, not leave this game early. Had a big collision over there on the right side, no call. And we've got a whistle. Make sure everybody's okay. So let's oh, she's up and moving, so that's a good sign.
Just a little checkup. Sure we're okay.
Yeah, slight little limp getting up. She looks like she's okay, shaking off the trainer. And that's Shipley. Shipley's been a big role player for this Braves team tonight. She's been over on the wing quite a bit, in the elbow, taking those threes. So we hope she's okay. Fun little player to watch. Somebody that Hatfield can kind of run the plays off of.
Nice team effort.
Yeah, absolutely. So she's going to take a seat down at the end of the socially distanced bench and try to recover a little bit. Hopefully she's fine.
Tell you what, though, these socially distanced benches make the teams look much bigger.
They do. They really do.
I always glance over and said, man, they really have the numbers up on us, but not really.
And then you look at our bench and it's the exact same. Yeah.
Same thing, so.
Yeah, it's an optical illusion, Jesse. Optical illusion. So ball goes over to Hatfield. And she travels, gets stuck by the Trojan defense. 7:18 left. We'll see if the Trojans can mount a little bit of comeback here going towards the end of the game. And unfortunate for the Braves, Shipley's sitting down, puts her mask on, doesn't look like she's coming back anytime soon. So maybe she's just getting a rest, and while it's a 17-point lead, they're not going to really need her. As the Covington Trojans try to feed it down to Haymaker, an errant pass over her head by Richardson. Braves will get the ball back. So Hatfield's going to bring the ball down to the volleyball line, passes over to the right. Going to work the ball around the perimeter again. Towards the lane, down to 40, and stripped by Kinsey Richardson. She stops it just inside the three-point line. Haymaker takes a shot off the rim. And we've got a jump ball.
Off the rebound. Again, we're having a lot of those. Most of the foul issues and jump balls are because of rebounds.
You know, I'm going to bring a coffee. I'm going to bring a couple coffees in here one night, Jesse, when you're helping, when you're producing. And we'll take a drink of coffee every time there's a jump ball. We'll play a little drinking game with coffee.
As you know, coffee is one of my favorite beverages,
yes,
especially with ice.
We will be caffeinated at the end of the game. And ooh, thought that one was going to fall for the Braves, but no such luck for the Braves. But good luck for the Trojans. 6.5 minutes left until the end of the game. Haymaker brings it over the timeline, stops at the volleyball line, surveys the land. I don't think we have time to kind of survey the land with down 17 points.
Not necessarily.
Looking for a backdoor cut right there to Kinsey Richardson. Peyton wasn't able to get it to her, but a carry called.
I haven't seen one of those in a little while.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
Carry call. And also another one that you don't see very often is a 3-second in the paint. Don't see those very often at all.
Yeah, and in the JV game earlier, the Terre Haute South coach was screaming 3 seconds for a while.
Right, yes.
And probably had a valid point, as it was more like 8 seconds.
More likely, yeah.
But if you're not paying attention to that, it's hard to call. So with 6:10 left in the game, here in the fourth quarter, it's 39-22 on our reset. Terre Haute South looking to take one home with them down to the south part of the area. Covington looking to make it more respectable as we go towards the end here. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. As we mentioned earlier, the boys team in quarantine right now, so I was told tonight that they'll be back for the 11th, which is their next game. So they shouldn't miss.
That is good.
They shouldn't miss anything. Yeah.
Not much more, and it definitely helps when things like that fall over break. So they don't miss as much.
Thank goodness for Black Friday break.
Black Friday definitely helps.
Yeah. Thank you, Black Friday. I think there's another holiday though. I think
there? I'm not.
It involves a bird of some sort.
Bird.
Yes.
Maybe perhaps Michael Scott's Happy Bird Day.
That's right.
I think that's the one.
A stuffed bird.
Stuffed bird. Happy Bird Day.
Happy Bird Day. Happy Black Friday to you, Jesse.
To you as well.
All right. Haymaker gets it in to Peyton. Peyton walks it over the timeline. Had a little screen set up with Haymaker and Peyton. Get it over to Linville. She throws it away.
Oh.
And a violent collision down under the basket. Both players look fine, though. So it's going to be a blocking call on Holly Linville. That looked like it hurt more than hopefully it did.
pretty okay. I think we're doing all right.
Yeah, that's good news.
Not too aggressive.
So Shipley with the ball back into the lineup. And that's going to fall for Paige Baldwin. So the Braves had been stymied there for a little while, stuck on 39 for a bit, but they're able to get the hoop and the harm. Fouls on number 12, Briley Payton, her first. Team fourth. And the free throw good. Was it good? No, it was not good. I think it was good, but it's not on the board. So
nope, there we
go.
So I was almost certain it was good.
Scotty was trying to trick me.
Little prank, that's okay every once in a while.
Played down to the corner, tried to play down to the post, but read really well by South, and they come away with it. Hatfield pulls up at 3, looked like she was going to take it, but gets it over to the other side of the court. As 15, Paget drains a 3. So 45-22.
Looks like they're getting the encouragement we were hoping for.
Right, yeah. 5 minutes left in the game, and
that was sent to the wrong direction.
The basketball gods have been confused. As Covington turns it over, we need to limit those turnovers, get some stops, get some points. Story of the game tonight.
Story of the season so far.
Yeah, so far, this young season.
Much more to look forward to.
I tell you, the South team is not afraid to take that 3. If they can see orange, they're going to take it. More power to them. Ball over to Payton, setting up the offense. Takes a dribble towards the 3-point line. Gets it down to Holly Linville. Holly Linville, oh, easy shot. Rolls out. But recovered by Covington. Richardson air balls one and cleared by the Braves.
Bit of back and forth.
Yeah, Braves look to push. I'm assuming that's Hatfield. Can't finish that one, but put back in.
Looked like a
by Terre
shot.
Yeah, that was an interesting shot, to say the least.
Not your average.
Yes, I would say so. And that was Paget on that reverse hook layup, whatever that was. Sometimes on a shot, it's better to be lucky than good, I guess.
But some of the forms I've seen, Carson Engel has an interesting 3-point form, but she seems to make it quite often, so whatever works for her.
So that's the 7th foul against the Braves, so it'll put Covington to the line for 1-1. And it looks like Kinsey Richardson is going to take the 1-1 off the left side of the iron, and she's not going to get a second one. So 47-22. Nice take for Baldwin. We can't get it to fall. Briley Payton pushing the other way and partially blocked, and we're going to get a charge call. So the foul goes against Covington. 15 foul. Second foul on Briley Payton on the player control. Holly Linville comes out of the game. Micah Stonecipher into the game. Looks like Magdalena's going to get some varsity action here.
No, I've really been hoping for a Magdalena 3 here.
Ah, yes. So Hatfield gets a 2. That'll push it to 49-22.
I'm actually glad I'm on tonight because I've been wanting to discuss with the boys that if Magdalena were to make a 3, they have a song.
Oh.
As in, a Magdalena.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
So if we could bring that to the board.
If we could not get copyrighted on that, I would be completely for that. Jesse?
I mean.
How do you start that? Is that 1 Magdalena, 2 Magdalena, 3 Magdalena?
I would just skip all that and just go to the A.
Ah, there we go.
I'm
hoping there's a dance associated with this as well.
I would hope so. Maybe
Well, it's your job now to make one up.
I'll use the twirl of some sort.
Right.
Maybe a hop.
I like it. So our clock went out of focus there. Let's see if we can get it in real quick. That is right. There's only 3.5 minutes left in this game.
Glad to see the temper of Coach Brown is on the low side.
this game. The previous home game, we had to set up a loss of a very important player, the scoreboard.
The clipboard, yes.
Clipboard, yeah, that one.
Yes. Well, and not as many. We've had some turnovers, but not nearly as many as last game.
Right.
A lot less to be mad or frustrated
about. It's actually going
and a lot more positive points tonight, I think. So
definitely, they've definitely improved on what they were supposed to.
Yeah, a lot of takeaways. So, and there's always more room for improvement. As Peyton puts up a 3 off the front end of the iron, and thought we were going to see an elbow to the face right there. That was pretty risky on that clear by Richardson's face.
Risque.
Yeah. Off the back of the iron and cleared by Micah Stonecipher.
Her signature rebound.
There it is. So Covington early in the game and even into the third quarter really busting it on the offensive rebounding, but still just not able to get those follows to fall. So that's 42. Daisy Gepner is going to get some action here. Daisy is a 5'4" senior. And that looks like Theron Holland checking in as well, who is a 5'3" junior. And if I'm not mistaken, Magdalena went in on that last timeout. So Magdalena Sandlin into the game as well. All right. Nice fast break. Yeah, nice little fast break for Terre Haute. Able to capitalize on that and push it to 51-22. So a younger squad in for Covington now. Looking to get some work in. 2.5 minutes left in the game. Cleared by Cora Reynolds. Pass picked off by Gepner. And Hatfield tries to put in another funky looking layup. But it falls off the side of the rim idly. Looks like Addie Speth, a 5'3" freshman guard's getting ready to check in. And the first free throw is good. So 31's checking in. Lily Merck, a 6-footer. 24 Lauren Vale, 5'8" sophomore, checking in for Covington. One of the standouts from the volleyball season.
Who's 6 foot?
Well, listed at 6 foot is Lily Merck, number 31.
I think of all the previous heights, I think that 6-footer is generous.
Yeah, that's
Compared to other players, she doesn't seem much taller, unless they're also tall.
She does have a height advantage, but it's hard to tell from this part of the bleachers. It's always hard to tell, and
I'm 95'2", everyone seems
as we're all aware, high school basketball heights are completely arbitrary. You can kind of put up there whatever you want to put up there.
Who's going to argue?
Exactly. So brick on a 3-point opportunity by Covington, and a break the other way, finished by 23, Carmen Ellis, pushing this to 54-22. Covington stuck on 22 for a while. This younger team trying to put in some points and potentially get some stops on the defensive end. Sandlin gets stuck up at the top, gets it over to Holland. Holland down to the corner to a rimmed out 3-point opportunity. Braves try to get it on the post, but it's taken away by Covington. Break the other way and out of bounds. Lost the handle on it. Heading towards the basket. Back in for Terre Haute South, number 40, Indy Nichols, a 5'5" guard, a freshman. So a couple freshmen getting some action both ways. And,
good to see the younger.
Yeah, it's nice to see some experience. A double dribble called, and Covington applying that full court pressure, getting a turnover. So that's one thing we haven't seen this game is that full court press, which we saw Seeger do almost the entire game.
Right, I think that's a point we need to take away from that is that we need to work on breaking that and following through with that ourselves.
Okay. Okay, great point, Jesse.
When we do it, it works occasionally. We just need to follow through with it better.
Right. 54-22. Covington puts up another 3-point opportunity and rims out. Putting some aggressive defense on the other side of the timeline, though. And
so I'm glad to see the
younger players always go in at the ends because they always have the same amount of energy as the starters do in the first quarter. That kind of comes back.
As Sandlin gets the ball down the court and is running the offense now. Moving over to the right side, plays it back to Cora Reynolds up the top. Over to Vale, over to the left side. Holland puts up a 3-air ball, but rebound by Covington. Sandlin back with the ball. Magdalena passes over to Cora again up the top of the key. She's going to take a 3 and drain it. So nobody with more enthusiasm than Brendan Woolwine on that 3-point call. 54-25. Covington breaks that scoring drought, that really long scoring drought, with 34.7 seconds left on the board. Some of the last of our substitutions coming in from both ways, and probably ride the rest of this one out here on this possession, or maybe the next two. It'll be the next two, because that's thrown over the head of 22.
Looks like we have our last 2 freshmen in with Emma Holycross and Erica Estes.
Okay, so both with really good time in the JV game, getting a reward of playing here in the varsity game. Sandlin brings the ball up, pass it to the right side, who also played hard. Sandlin played really hard in that JV game. Vale sets the screen to Holy Cross, just short.
Yeah, the only negative we really had in the JV game was the fact that Erica was wearing the wrong number. We got a technical in the first quarter.
That is true. That is true. A 2-shot technical with the ball in the first quarter. 10 seconds left, clock's ticking down. Other than that, it went smoothly. Yeah.
Yes, I'm not really sure how that happened because she's always the same number. And,
So Covington not able to put that last finish down. So 54-25 is your final score. Jesse, takeaways. What kind of takeaways do you have?
I think it went a lot better than the previous games. We definitely had better effort and execution on some things. We have a lot to work on. Not giving up, the attitude. When they see we are down is a big thing. I think that's really why we've been losing so much before, but it is improving from what the games have been. So.
Yeah, a lot of positive steps, at least from what I saw last week, and you saw a different.
Right, and it's definitely getting better as we go.
Yeah.
So that's always good to see.
So moving in the right direction.
Definitely.
You like to see it.
I definitely think a complete team would help us out. We are missing Lily Ramirez and Carson Engel tonight.
Yeah, and Lily, if you're watching the broadcast, get well soon. We're missing you in web design class.
We miss you everywhere. You are
Lily,
the light of Covington High School.
You are missed. So we hope you recover fully and well and get back to us, because we do miss having you around. And hope you are having a nice holiday. So thanks everybody for joining us. We hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Be careful on Black Friday if you choose to go out. I saw a poll that I think only 12% of people are planning to actually go in-person shopping on Black Friday this year. Most people have already done their online, which I have already done my shopping online.
It's kind of disappointing. That seemed to be much of a sport when I remember being little. We weren't allowed to go Black Friday shopping because it was dangerous.
Yes.
So kind of disappointing that that's kind of
it's just dangerous
away.
Dangerous in a different way now,
dangerous
Jesse.
In a different way.
Yeah.
Not so many fist fights, more concern of health reasons, which is much more boring. But
yes. So we get ready to sign off. Mr. Woolwine's heading out. We'll see him at the next home game. He is the voice of the Trojans as the pep band files out of the stands. Great to see them tonight. First time they've been able to be at a game. And Jesse's first production. So thank you, Jesse. You did a great job. And we'll be expecting you to run every single one from now on out.
I'm just going to quit my job as manager and be full producer of everything ever.
And if you guys get a chance, go see Jesse over at the, what's your store called?
My store? Oh, yes. Hometown Market in Petersburg.
Hometown Market in Petersburg. They have the best fried mushrooms I think I've ever had. So
we do have some fabulous fried mushrooms.
They're fire. But they're not. They're previously fired. They're not currently on fire.
Yes. Very crispy, very nice.
Yes, they're delicious. So if you get a chance, go say hi to her in Petersburg, and we're going to sign off. We'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for joining us.
See you.
We're clear.
Awesome sauce.